is Brother Wes coming back to you again with another word of encouragement, and I want to greet you and hope all is well with you. Hope you're doing well, hanging in there, and I hope the videos that I'm releasing are really helping and they're really encouraging you. And so that's my purpose and my angle, and my desire is that everything I say that comes out of me, that it be effective, and that your life be changed. And in your life being changed, and I see the change, it makes my heart feel well. It makes my heart feel good, because that means that my life is bearing fruit. I mean, God is pleased. I mean, lives are being changed, and that's my position toward the Father, and that's all I want. That's why I do what I do all the time, is because to please God. I ain't trying to please no man. I ain't trying to please that. I'm trying to please God. And so, and what I want to talk to you today about, but before I talk to that, on that right-hand side, hit that bell for subscribe. Every time I come on, the bell gonna ring. And so, but this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about God's love toward us. I want to talk about God's love toward us. I want to talk about His love. And in talking about God's love, I want to talk about our love language. Now, we know naturally in a love language, there's like five love languages, and that is where the couples know, what each couple like, the triggers, things that make them draw closer, the things that, make them more appreciative, the things that make them love them more. It draws them closer, and with a man and a woman. And so, but the language I want to talk about is the language that man and God has, the language that God has for us. His language, His love language. And our love language toward Him is faith. That is our love language that will make, that is a trigger. It's a trigger. It's a trigger that will make God, it will cause God to lean and move toward us. Because the Bible said without faith it's impossible to please God. So faith comes from God. Matter of fact, He gave us that. He gave us that talent. He gave us that gift, that measure of faith. And in that measure of faith, He gave us the ability that our faith might expand and grow. And that's a gift. That faith came from Him. And so that's the language. And that gift that He gave us, which was faith, when we're able to activate it, and we're able to show faith, when we're able to show love back toward Him, then that's His language. And another language of God is, a love language, is obedience. When you listen to Him, just think about it. Just think about it. In a relationship, when that spouse, when that person, that friend listens to you, I mean really listens to you. You ain't got to say it twice. That's something else. That's something else. When I'm able to talk to my wife and I ain't got to say it again, or just there's certain things that I need, she's always there. And so, and stuff like that, when you're able to cater to someone, when you're able to know how they feel and know how they think in every moment and just caress them and be there for them, that's a love language. And that is what God does toward us when we hit those triggers, when we show faith. When we show faith toward Him, and when we show love. When we show love, because love is action. Love is demonstration. And one of the things that He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. You just can't tell me you love me and don't do nothing. And so it's a love affair. It's a great love affair. The relationship between God and man is a love affair. And let me explain this love affair. The love affair between God and man, that was in the Bible. There was this man prophet named Jose. And he was a prophet, and what God did, God made him marry someone, made him marry a harlot. Someone of the streets. And the reason why God did that was to let him know how He felt toward His people. Wherein she played the harlot with him. She turned her back on him. But God took this prophet and took him to the stage, and he married this woman named Gomer. Married her. Had babies by her. Loved her, crazy about her. Then she turned her back on him and ran away. Went after strange lovers. And see, this is the thing that God does all the time. We go after strange lovers. A lot of times we say we love God, but we go after the stuff that looks cute. We go after stuff that we see with our eyes when God is here. Then we come back when we done messed up. When we done messed up, then we want to ask God to forgive us. But I'm talking about love. See, forgiveness. See, and that's what it is, forgiveness. See, because I'm going to tell you what happened. In the story with Gomer and the prophet Amos, prophet Jose, she went out to false lovers. But I'm going to tell you what happened. In his heart, even though she did him wrong, and she did all that to him, When she wanted to come back, he accepted them back. He accepted her back because she was in his heart. And so, and that's the same thing with God. We are in his heart. You might fall. You might make all kind of mistakes. You might do all kind of stuff. But it doesn't matter, because it matters. But you need to understand is that you are in God's heart. That means you're the apple of his eye, which means that you might make a mistake. But you know what? If you shake yourself off and come back to him, it don't matter how low or what sin or what situation that you've done, what act that you made. If you just turn and come back to him, he will accept you back. I promise you he will. Promise you will. The same thing happened to the prodigal son. When he left his father's house, he wanted it. He wanted his stuff. He was big. He thought he could handle his own stuff. And many of you was the same way. You thought you could handle it without God. Handle it. Do your own thing, your own mind, your own business, stuff like that. But this boy, he did it. But spent his money. And the Bible says he lost all his money through wild lifestyle. Through that wild, that fast life, that fast money, and all that, lost it all. But when he lost it all, the Bible said that he was low. And he was so low that they found him in the pigsty, down there low. And the Bible says that he was low there. And at that place of lowliness, the Bible said he remembered his father and he returned. And see, when he came back, he was coming back in his mind, he didn't care about being a son. He just wanted to be a servant or whatever. He just wanted to be in the house. He just wanted to be near his father. Just want to be near him. Just want to be close to him. Just want to listen to him. Just want to just be around him. You know, and see, that's how my kids are. Just want to be around me, man. My daughter, she got, whatever room I'm in, she just want to be around me. She got, no matter what I'm doing, just want to be around me. And so that's what the love is. See, God just wants you to be around him, be around his presence. And so that's the language. And he's drawing you. He's drawing you. And the way he's drawing you through faith. Faith. Obey him. Forgive. Let go. Forgive your heart. Forgive them. Forgive them. That's God's love toward us. And the true example, you say you love. You say you love. Let me tell you something. The true example of love. You know what the true example of love is? St. John 3:16. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Now you're talking about love. That he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believe on him should not perish, but have everlasting life. You say you love, then are you sacrificing? That's what love is. Love covers. If somebody done you wrong, are you still loving them? If someone walked away from you, someone done you dirty, can you still love them? Can you still have that love? I ain't saying drink cup with them, drink tea with them.